The Varius.
Where is the
Tell me
lie?
where it is. Now, can somebody tell me where's the lie? Like, this is a gift from God. Now, where is the lie? I got a hell of a story to tell y'all today, man. So can somebody tell me where is the lie? I feel like you can say, fuck them kids in the joke. Because I take care of my kids. Now, where the fuck is the lie at?
It is, where is the lie? DPounc, what you got for us this week, bro?
I gotta pull it before I tell this story, man. Like, this is one of those. This is one of those stories. I took a double shot, actually.
Gosh.
Yeah, man.
Like that.
Yeah, man. This whole being a dad shit, man. It's really, it's different. So, last week, my daughter was here with me for spring break. She came down to visit for spring break. And, you know, we did like, you know, we went all out. Like, we had fun. You know, we hung out, went to like the little parks and all that, you know, all that good stuff, like the little go-karts and all that. Went to the mall, all that good stuff. So anyway, she goes back home. Goes back with her mom. So mom calls me a couple days after she gets back and is like, hey, did London find $100 when she was in the mall with you? We all were in the mall together. And I'm like, nah, I don't remember, you know, her finding $100. I would remember. I think that would be something I would remember. Like, that's something significant, you know, us finding $100 together, you know. So I'm like, nah, I don't know nothing about that. So her mother calls me and was like, yeah, London said that she found $100 when y'all were together in the store. And my baby hopped on the phone and was like, yeah, Dad, you don't remember? And I'm like, damn, like, did we find $100 together? Like, you know, because I smoke a little bit. So, you know, man, I'm like, man, damn, maybe I forgot. So, yeah, Dad, you don't remember? I'm like, oh, man, I don't know. So I start asking some more questions or whatever. And then I get to like, well, why didn't you tell me that you found $100? And my baby tells me, well, I didn't want you to take it and pay bills with it.
Bang, bang, bang.
I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, I started defending myself. Like, hold, first off, I don't need your little funky ass. Then I stopped myself. I'm like, all right, nah, you know what? I forgot I'm talking to an 8-year-old here. Like, so I'm like, that had me, I felt some kind of way. I'm like, yo, this is what my baby really thinks of me, like, as a dad. Like, this is what I did. What have I done? So, like I was told, like I ended up getting off the phone, and I'm just thinking about everything. So I text her mom, and I'm like, hey, like, which store did she say we found this money in? And her mom was like, oh yeah, she done already changed her story already. Like, she done already lied and changed her story. And I'm like, well what's the story now? So the story now is crazier than the story before. The story now is that a boy in her class, Jackson, bet her $100 that she would mix her yogurt and her applesauce. And
wait a minute, hold on. That was the bet?
That was the bet. That was the bet.
That's all she had to do?
Mix yogurt and applesauce.
Hold on, time out for the listeners, man. Devin told me this. He told me this story like a week ago, right? And I did not even know what the bet actually was. But you telling me all she had to do was put some applesauce and yogurt in and eat? Okay, that was easy. Go ahead, my bad.
Shout out to my baby for knowing the deal when she sees one.
Yes.
But nah, when she told me that, I'm like, nah, that shit sound crazy as hell. Tell me the real story. What really happened? She's like, Dad, I'm telling you the truth. I'm like, why don't you believe me? I'm telling you the truth, Dad. I'm like, well, you lied on me before, so I don't know why you think I'm gonna believe you now. So the whole night, me and her mother, we talked about, we discussed whether we wanted to reach out to the teacher to see, like, to reach out to Jackson to see, what happened, or if we were just going to just not say anything at all. Because one thing I didn't want to happen was like for like the teacher to look at her different, like, something had happened and maybe she stole the money, or like, I'm not saying my baby is a thief, because I've never really thought that she was steal. But anyway, so if she had, like, I wouldn't want to bring it to the teacher's attention, and now the teacher was looking at my baby crazy for the rest of the year, so treat my daughter different. Her mother made the executive decision to reach out to the teacher. The teacher asked Jackson about it. Jackson said that he gave my daughter the money because he wanted to be a good friend. An 8-year-old gave an 8-year-old $100 bill because he wanted to be a good friend. Now, that just made me think, like, if I'm trying to holler at somebody, I got to step my game up. If 8-year-olds is already dropping $100, hey, I don't know. But as a dad, I don't know if I should be happy or sad, or I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I need somebody to tell me, just like, C-Dub, what do you think?
So first of all, is Jackson's dad a single father? Is he single?
I don't. Well, Jackson's parents weren't missing the money. They had no idea the money was missing. Period.
Exactly. He's learning this behavior from somewhere. So Jackson's daddy, hey, you out there? Get up, girl. Okay, let's talk. Let's have a chat.
Well, we'll link the IG at the bottom of the post.
Hey.
But yeah, a couple of questions here. 8-year-olds with $100 bills, where did they come from? But hey, shout out to Jackson for being, man, stepping in and giving his girl $100.
First of all, nobody's pause. Nobody's anybody's girl. Like, we want to edit that part out. But go ahead.
Shout out to your daughter. I don't know your daughter's name, but shout out to your daughter.
London with the Y.
London. Okay, shout out to London for being
with the Y.
Yes, with the Y. London with the Y. Hey, girl. Okay. So shout out to London for
with the Y.
With the Y for recognizing an opportunity, a good opportunity, to capitalize on your gains, girl. Hey,
would you have done it? Would you have done it? And I don't know how old you are right now, but at your age right now, you do it for $100.
I do a couple of things.
No comment.
Listen. Yeah, so, but I am curious though, maybe you can kind of fill me in here. Like, why did she originally state that she found it with you? Did she not want to like come off the truth with like a dude at school gave it to her? Like, what was the reason behind her changing her story?
That's exactly what it was. She didn't want to tell me that she won it from a bet from a boy.
Oh, from a boy.
To us, yeah. I mean, but I don't know why she would think that she was just going to pop up. How does she just expect to pop up with $100 bill and just, But so here's the thing. London said what she was going to do with the money. And this is why I really couldn't be mad at her, because her plans for the money were to take her mother out to eat and buy me some cologne. And she actually bought me the cologne. I don't know. She texted me this morning asking for my address. So I thought they gave the $100 back. Clearly they didn't. Jackson's parents are just beat. And Jackson's dad, if you got a problem, holler at me. But if you were listening, you just have.
But my baby bought me my cologne, and I'm keeping that shit. That's basically what you're saying. Like, yeah.
Now, granted, the cologne I got, I mean, come on now, it had to be enough money for my cologne, shipping for the cologne and for her to take her mother out to eat. So it wasn't no, you know what I mean? We wasn't talking no Creed or nothing.
It was some Dakar Noir.
You know what I mean?
Some Stetson.
You know what I'm saying?
She went to TJ Maxx, bro, and got the
Bro, I don't know where she went,
jump,
bro. I don't know where she excited. She excited for me to get this cologne though. I tell you that she real excited. She didn't ask me about 3 times for my Dad, what kind of cologne do you like?
Oh, you better wear that shit too, bro. You better wear that shit with pride.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear it when I'm around her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You said when I'm around her.
It's gonna last you a real long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
She's gonna be 18.
That's gonna be one of them lifetime gifts right there.
She's gonna be 18, bro. She's gonna be like, Dad, you still got that damn cologne, bro? Like,
Yeah.
You know, I just love it that much. I like to preserve it, baby. God damn it. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. No lie in that, sir. No lie in that. I feel as if that for real, if all she had to do was some yogurt and some applesauce, that was it. Like, that's some real kiddie shit right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because as a kid,
$100 steaks though?
Bruh, you know that, like, we used to always make like dumb bets like that all the time, right? And be like, oh, I bet $1 million that you won't do it. Jackson really gonna come through with the meal. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you said, bro, it make you second guess yourself a little bit. Like, I might not be doing what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. You know what I mean? Like, if Jackson can give out a bill like that, shit. Anyway, well, shout out to Jackson. Shout out to London with a Y. Shout out to Where Is the Lie? Thank you for listening on that.
The Varius